also help you make the most out of your My Career experience and give you the rundown of all things new in My Park. Tune in now.
I told you.
On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we take a look behind the scenes at the making of Living the Dream and get some insight from world-famous director Spike Lee. We also help you make the most out of your My Career experience and give you the rundown of all things new in My Park. Tune in now.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Charlotte as the Hornets go up against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they won their last matchup, that game against the Cavaliers. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. And Nicholas Batum, who we'll be watching tonight, just does so much on the floor. Shaq, it seems like he epitomizes what it means to be an all-around player.
Yeah, he's very active on both ends of the floor, with and without the ball. Very important, with and without the ball. He helps win games with his passing, and, he rarely turns it over. Great floor leader out there.
Yeah, he's the biggest threat since my man AK-47, Andre Kirilenko, to go 5 for 5 on any night. That's 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals, and 5 blocks. This guy does it all.
And that'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you for joining us.
Spasiba.
It's time for some hoops at the Time Warner Cable Arena in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the home of the Hornets, live on 2K Sports. Last game for the Hornets, they picked up the W against Phoenix.
You just have to admire the versatility they were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Wade and Dan are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosh and little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Hornets have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Walker with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Passes it to Wade. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Wade's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
And it's Walker penetrating. Softly drops in the floater.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Whiteside kicks to Wade. Whiteside sets the pick for Wade. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Walker. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night. The dish now to Whiteside. Right side a screen. Here's Wade. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Tries from 10, and there's another one for the Hornets. Miami trailing. Here's Dragic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Hits the front of the rim and out.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing entertainment, the Hornets main team. Make some noise! Changes for Charlotte. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for commencement. Terrence Jones comes in. Gilchrist. And a new group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire, he's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Goran Dragic. Green. The rebound by Jefferson. Hornets leading by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
The Heat trail by 4, and let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
And thanks for that story, Doris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Jefferson's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
There's Winslow, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one misses. Charlotte leading by 4. Outside, Walker. The pass to Chen. From 11 feet away, Al Jefferson again.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Outside, Batum. Lets it fly from 18. No good from Chen. The drive by Green. Pass to Augustine. Here's Bosch. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard, I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
Chen, he's in at point guard. Jones is out there with Al Jefferson. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Batum and at the three. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. And some changes here for the Hornets. Hawes comes in for Al Jefferson. And it's Zeller in for Terrence Jones. And Miami also making a switch. Wade's checked in. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Captain Clutch. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot by Zeller, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against Cleveland.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
And it also led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against. So we can't forget about that part of it either.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Charlotte. And Miami also making a switch. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Al Jefferson is checked in for Hawes. Jones comes in for Cody Zeller. Captain Clutch, he's checked in for Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jeremy Lin. And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Wash comes in for Luol Deng. Winslow's checked in for Green. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Goran Dragic. Augustine passes to Stoudemire. Heat moving the ball around. Stoudemire with a screen on Walker. Off the pick. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
There's a good screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
No, that's a close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it, Greg. I mean, it didn't look like his feet were set to me.
The Heat leading by 8. Wade outside. He kicks it to Stoudemire. 6 on the shot clock. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. In second, the Hornets.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Free throw good, Stoudemire.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And both free throws good for Stoudemire. And so here's Charlotte. It's a 10-point game. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game one tonight. Yeah, very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here's Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Miami leading by 6. Now, here's Wade. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Cleveland. Bosh with the bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
And it's Walker penetrating. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Walker's got 8 points.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
That'll do it for the first half. Heat lead by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, I'm here with Coach Erik Spoelstra. And, Coach, at what end of the floor are you guys looking to make adjustments for in this second half?
Well, on both ends. Decision-making offensively with the turnovers, got him out in the open court, got him some easy ones, and we have to settle into our game defensively, try to disrupt him a little bit. It's been way too easy for us.
Erik, appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. First off, shot selection. We're getting high percentage looks, and it's working very well for us, and I like it that we're being very efficient. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. Coming in, we knew this team wasn't going to roll over for us. If we're going to put them away, we got to execute. Let's bear down and finish what we started.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. D-Wade really playing well in this one.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Charlotte. Jefferson's checked in for Kaminsky. Jones comes in for Zeller. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Captain Clutch in for Kemba Walker. And a new group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire, he's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Goran Dragic. On the floor for Miami, they've got Winslow, Gerald Green out there with DJ Augustine. Then it's Stoudemire, and it's Dang in at power forward. Winslow kicks to Dang. That one a little long. Hornets trail by 13. Chen passes to Lin. Jones sets the pick for Lin. Outside, Jones shoots a fader. No good from Chen. He'd have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Augustine against Lin. Now Augustine. 5 on the clock. Stoudemire with a screen on Jones. The second chance effort. Stoudemire kicks to Green. He had a nice open look right there. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
It's good from Chandler. The Heat leading by 13. 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the wide open shot from Green. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And there's the bucket from Chen.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Walker's checked in for Captain Clutch. And Miami with a change here, too. Dragic is checked in. Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. Wade comes in for Goran Dragic. Chen in at point guard. Spencer Hawes out there with Terrence Jones. Then there's Hairston. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Green kicks to Wade. Fades. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2, free.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8.
Stay on the boards.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. And so it's Miami winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
We got to forget about that.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Well, I mean, it's just energy and belief. It's the belief system. We all work hard. I work extremely hard, and when I can go out there and just play and don't think about it and play with energy, good things happen.
Chris, congratulations. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Goran Dragic. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
What a tremendous game for Dragic. This guy is a fantastic point guard. Whenever he's on the floor, the offense just flows so well. He can penetrate, he can start the break, he can score, and the thing he does best, getting everybody else involved.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderfully